Shabbat Shalom, Ma Yafe Hayom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Ma Yafe Hayom. Shabbat Shalom, Ma Yafe Hayom. Shabbat Shalom.
Chag Shavuot Sameach, a happy holiday to all who are joining with us. To the Rulos and Levines, Mary, Kate, Neil, it is good to see you. I'm sorry we're not on Zoom, but we'd love to have you with us as we sing our way into Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach, Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach. Shir HaMalot B'shuv Adonai, Et Shivat Zion Hayinu Kechomim. Hazimah Leskoch Pinu Ulshonenu Rina. Az Yomru V'Hagoyim Higdil Adonai Lasoti Me'ela. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom to the Pardos and the Schwartzes and to Beth's mom Ruth, to Arlene and Marty and Paula. It is so good to be together after what has been a really long week. Shabbat offers us an opportunity to rest, an opportunity to reflect, not to shut out the concerns of this world, to embrace them, to recharge, to prepare for the week to come. We kindle the lights of Shabbat, which you may be able to see over Emily's shoulder. We lit them before our service began. We did not light them before our service began. So at this moment, I'm going to grab a lighter that we might sing those blessings together.
You want me to start singing now?
Sure.
Awesome.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom to the Lewicks and the Spolters and the Cohns. We forgot something, but at least we're live and online this week, which is a darn sight better than we were doing last week, and I'm so excited that you have stuck with us, that you're joining us for our Shabbat service. If you have a copy of the congregation's Mishkan Tefillah prayer book, or if you're using the flip book version, I invite you to turn now to page 20 as we welcome Shabbat with words of Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi likat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela, Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishviyanu el ha'meyachad, Adonai echad, Ushmo echad, L'shem ol tiferet v'lidhila, Lecha Dodi likat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabela, Lecha אותי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור ברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, התעוררי, התעוררי, כי ברך קומי אורי, אורי אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Shabbat Shalom to the Steinfelds, and indeed, Samara, congratulations on your graduation, or at least your final day of your senior year, and to all of those seniors who are with us. Congratulations on making it through this really unusual period of virtual schooling. Shabbat Shalom to you, Tracy, and Barb, and Eric, and Laren and Mo. It is so good to see you all, as well as you, Tim and Karen Brogdon. I'm excited to have you joining us on YouTube. These next words that Tim are going to offer isn't in our prayer book this evening, so we've put the words on the screen. I hope you enjoy this melody as much as I do.
Adonai min hashamayim, haluhu b'amrolim, haluhu chol malacha, haluhu kol tzva'ah, haluhu Hashem asfiyareach, haluhu kol kuvehor, haluhu shmei hashamayim v'hamayim. Hashem al Hashemayim. Yehalehu et Shem Adonai, ki hu tziva v'nivra'u, vayamidem la'ad le'olam, chok natan v'lo yavor.
Shavuot, Zaman Matan Toratenu, reminds us of the commandments as it's our opportunity to celebrate the giving of Torah. Growing up as a euchre player, as a card player, I was always told the 11th commandment, or the 614th if you prefer, is thou shalt not trump thy partner's ace. We're curious, would you use the text box and share what you think would be the fitting 11th or 614th commandment, something that everyone should live by? We'd love to have those comments in the chat box on Facebook or YouTube to really engage with you throughout our service as we continue with Chatzi Kaddish, page 26. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba V'amad yivrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayedecho Beit Yisrael Bagala uv'izman kariv v'yimeru Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach Le'alam u'amei amaya Yiparach v'yishabach v'yipar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yithalal Shmei l'kudusha b'richu Le'ila min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechamata Damiran ve'alma v'imeru Amen. I love Zoe's answer to be kind as an 11th commandment, and I would invite everyone to share theirs. Lori and Artie, Nate and Vanya, Bonnie, do you have a commandment that you want to share with us? Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. We continue page 34 with Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol medecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha v'veitecha uv'lachtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha uv'shartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
On Shavuot, we read from the scroll of Ruth, the most famous line of which is, "Wherever you go, I will go." As I've been watching the news out of Minnesota and all around the country, these words have been echoing in my head. I want to offer a contemporary take on Ruth's words as we begin our prayer for freedom. Wherever you march, I will march. Where you kneel, I will kneel. Your people shall be my people, and your justice, my justice. Where you die, a part of me dies, and we will weep together.
Bob and Lori, Marie, Robin, and Steve, I'm so glad you are with us as we continue with our Hashkivenu prayer, asking for God's shelter of peace over us and over all we love in this troubled world.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai, guard us from all harmful things. O Adonai, keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us daily wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
And we continue with words of Vishamru, recognizing that more than the people of Israel has kept Shabbat, Shabbat has kept us.
V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורתם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בני ובני ישראל, עוד היא לעולם, עוד היא לעולם, עוד היא לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
I've noticed that Facebook has been trying to caption since about the middle of our service. I hope you're as entertained by some of those as we are.
They didn't even get the burrito-lam, the burrito.
Turns out it's not so good at the multilingual broadcast. I hope that you're sticking with us and can look past those words to their meaning as we continue with our Amidah found on page 46 in our prayer book.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehillatcha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'imahot, U'mevi Geula livnei v'neihem, L'ma'an Shema v'Ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach Magin, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Avraham ve'Zat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia, Morid hatzahal, Mechakel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim ve'ofech cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha bal gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yalelucha salah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
As Shavuot celebrates the giving of the commandments, we've asked you to add in some commandments, perhaps the 11th or 614th, that all should follow. And I want to share with you a comment from Matt Schwartz that seems like a word we so desperately need in this day and age.
Peace will come through the grace of God and the work of humanity. Compassion and kindness, forgiveness and love, patience and gratitude, justice and mercy, empathy and understanding, each act a yearning, each deed a longing for wholeness and tranquility in our world. You who makes peace in the highest heavens, guide our hearts and our hands in service to each other and your world, to bring peace to all the nations of the earth, all people everywhere.
יהיו לרצון עם רפי והגיון ליבי לפניך יהיו לרצון עם רפי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי אדוני צורי אדוני צורי וגואלי אדוני צורי אדוני צורי אדוני צורי וגואלי יהיו לרצון עם רפי והגיון ליבי לפניך יהיו לרצון עם רפי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי אדוני צורי אדוני צורי גואלי אדוני צורי אדוני צורי אדוני צורי וגואלי.
Shabbat Shalom, Irene and Alan and Larry and Rabbi Jessica. Thank you for sharing those words from the poet Alden Salavi with us this evening. It is with heavy heart our prayers turn to our Misha Berach Lecholim, our prayer for those in this world who are in need of God's healing presence and humanity's healing touch. This time in our service, I would invite you to share aloud the names of those of whom you are thinking, that we might focus our energies and concentrate our prayers on their behalf. As we pray, Baruch Atah Adonai Rofeh HaCholim, blessed are you, God, who brings a measure of comfort to all who are ill.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor Bracha Limotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imahotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Today is the holiday of Shavuot, the holiday celebrating the reception of Torah by our ancient ancestors. You may have heard me mention that. We've counted the days from Passover to get to this moment, recognizing that freedom from Egypt isn't about individual liberty, but is only the necessary precursor to entering a covenantal contract with God to be our best selves. We eat dairy treats to remind us of the land of milk and honey and celebrate the sweetness of Torah, and we stay up all night long studying its words. I hope you were able to join us for one of the 2 Tikkun Le'el Shavuot, the evening study sessions offered in Pittsburgh by the Federation and in the South Hills. One of the texts that I taught from Talmud imagines 2 travelers, ill-prepared to be in the desert, with only 1 jug of water, enough to sustain only one of them to their destination. How do they choose who should get to drink? One of the arguments offered is that since every moment of life is of infinite value and all infinities are equal, the travelers may not choose amongst themselves. Each person is equal in value to an entire world, so the travelers are better to share the water and hope for rescue than cause the death of their peer. My heart breaks this evening as it becomes ever more apparent that while our tradition may value every life equally, our country certainly doesn't. Christian Cooper, Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd. Watch the videos from this past week, and you will see that we don't value all lives infinitely, that Black lives don't seem to matter, that there is a yawning abyss between the country we live in and the values we hold. Racism in our country isn't getting worse. It's certainly not getting better. It just is. And all that has now changed is that we have it on tape. Watch the videos. Watch Christian Cooper being harassed for the color of his skin. Only one person in that interaction had reason to fear for his life. Watch Ahmaud Arbery be hunted down. Watch George Floyd, an unarmed man who matched the description of someone accused of a nonviolent crime, be killed by the very people who we would ask to protect him. Watch the videos in their unsparing and grotesque but necessary detail so that you can never pretend not to know. You know, and what are you going to do about it? Your money? Sure. The NAACP and anti-racist groups in Pittsburgh and beyond need your support to share their message. Your money? Sure. But this one is harder. It requires your attention. It requires you to listen to people of color. If you're so fortunate as to have it, it requires you to be sensitive to and to name and to reject the privilege conferred upon you rather than simply feeling guilty after you recognize that it happened. It requires you, if you're a white person, to reach out to your local police department, to ask them about their policies and their training and their oversight mechanisms, because this is our fight too. It requires you to educate yourself. Pick a book and start reading. How to Be an Anti-Racist, or Between the World and Me, or Just Mercy, and don't stop learning so that you can never pretend not to know. You know. So what are you going to do about it? Christian Cooper, Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd. Add to these overt, recent examples of violence the fact that communities of color are disproportionately affected by the coronavirus, and we are forced to confront that systemic racism is woven deep into the fabric of our country. We don't value all lives infinitely. Black lives don't seem to matter. There is a yawning abyss between the country we live in and the values we hold. You know, you know, you know, and what are you going to do about it?
Our prayers continue on page 282 with our hopes for unity and a more peaceful world. Aleinu l'shabech l'adon hakol, l'tet gedula l'etzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot hadama, shelo samchakenu kahem, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Our thoughts turn now to those who have been taken from our midst, those who have tragically died too soon, and those who lived a fullness of days, and we take all of them into our heart as we remember those taken from our community. We mourn the loss of George Floyd. We observe the period of Shloshim for B. Rosenberg, and we mark the yahrzeit, the commemoration of the passing of Janet Ann Abramson, Leon Paul Katz, Harry Alpert, Stanley Zundy Kramer, Julia Frances Brandt, Sanford Lichtenstein, Morris Budin, Wayne Lieberman, Joseph J. Kassler, George McCaw, Howard Davidson, Robert Anthony Milletti, Ira Ehrenrich, Bonnie Myers, Lorraine Fabricant, Rose A. Palkovitz, Rose Feldman, Herbert Jacob Pardo, William H. Feldman, Bella Raphael, Leonard Barron, Rose Rausch, Della Marcus Friedland, Isidore Rosenberg, Sylvia Friedman, Earl Rostolsky, David M. Friss, Israel Saul Saginaw, Clara Beth Grossman, Jenny Sivitz, Esther Gusky, Ann Cohen Stern, Marie Herman, Harry J. Wald, Evelyn Isco, Bernard Lewis Zangwill. To their names, we would invite you to add the names of those whom you remember, sharing them aloud, even if you're the only one in your space, allowing their memories, hopefully the most fond ones, to come washing over you. As we praise Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for us an everlasting blessing. Words of Mourner's Kaddish can be found on page 294 in our prayer book. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, Me'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayecho nuvyomechon, u'chayedecho beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevorach, le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal, shmei d'kudusha b'richu. Le'elam im kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May God, who makes peace in the highest of heavens, make peace for us and for all who mourn. And let us say, Amen. Immediately following the conclusion of our closing song, we invite you to continue the sacred community, making your way over to our third virtual Oneg. You may have received that link in your email as part of the Friday through Sunday slate of offerings with Temple Emmanuel, or you can send Rabbi Lockett, myself, Leslie Hoffman, an email, and we'll get it to you right away. I hope that you join us in continuing the conversation. There is so much brokenness in this world and so much that we have to do. And the first thing we can do is to not stop talking about it. You're never too young. You're never too old to continue that conversation, to make it apparent that we're not going to stand for that yawning abyss between the world in which we live and the world in which we want to live. This evening's closing song, words of Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, ask for that sense of peace for us, for all in this troubled world.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam Shalom. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Salam Shalom. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Odevo Shalom Aleinu, Odevo Shalom Aleinu, Odevo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.